Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of To Be Quite Honest, your go-to podcast for real estate conversations around the world and more. Sadly, with me, my co-host cannot make it today. He's under the weather, but we have with us a very special guest. Like we always say, all our guests are very special. I'll just let her introduce herself, and then we'll kickstart our conversation for the day.
Amazing. Good day, everyone. I'm happy to be here today. My name is Abiola. Adelana. I head the tourism and the creative sector for Sterling Bank PLC. Thank you.
All right, Abiola, it's so nice to have you today. Is this your first podcast? I know I asked you that off camera. I don't know. I just always like.
Oh yes, I mean this is my first podcast.
Yeah. Anyways, welcome to the
show.
So our topic for today is actually real estate development and tourism. Okay. So we'll just kickstart. I know that you're the head of tourism in Sterling. How's that going?
Well, it's going amazing right now. Tourism wasn't a thing in Nigeria before now, but I think everybody is waking up to the reality that tourism can actually drive revenue for any serious-minded economy. Yeah. And we've been able to position ourselves as a visionary institution, to use our financial offering to solve some of the problem in that space.
Funny how when people hear tourism, they think traveling. Do you do a lot of traveling?
I do a lot of traveling, but tourism is not for work. But I'm actually a very passionate tourist. Even before now, I've been in banking for a couple of years before I came up with tourism business. So I'm actually a very passionate traveler.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. I wish I could be. I hate flying.
Nigerian trip, I really don't like Nigerian road trips. I mean,
you like flying?
Yes, outside the country, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so let's get into the conversation for today. Yeah. So basically, like I said, as the head of tourism at Sterling, what are the potentials of new tourist attractions in Nigeria? And what would you say real estate developments can do to increase that rate in tourism?
I say to everyone that tourism is life. I mean, tourism is about movement. And when people move, money moves with them. So tourism can actually drive revenue for anybody, for government, or private stakeholder. And I mean, I feel tourism drives real estate while real estate drives tourism. We cannot actually differentiate or separate real estate from tourism, because when people get to any destination, the first thing they look out for is where they're going to be staying. So it is important that we take real estate development seriously if we want to drive tourism in any economy. Yeah.
Okay, so can you share some examples of real estate projects that have boosted tourism in their respective
Just
areas?
Like I said, it is not enough to have attractions. We need to turn attractions to destinations. So we have the likes of Ikogosi, warm and cold spring. Before now, there was no destination around it. There was no
it was just a fountain.
It was just a fountain that. So I can't imagine myself traveling all the way from Lagos to Ekiti State just to go see water. There's no accommodation for me to stay. But with the advent of the new resorts, just like what Lakowe did, with the advent of new resorts, there's a lot of tourists that is attracted to that destination. So it is important that real estate is being strategically positioned to any attraction, just to drive more tourists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how would you say we can preserve a region's culture while modernizing infrastructure for tourists? Because I know that Ikogosi now, like you said, we want to go down to Ekiti. Why am I going to Ikogosi? Why not say
Lakowe Lakes, de la Campagne, Tropicana. Yeah. So I feel that we need to stay authentic, to our culture and to our heritage, because what tourists are looking for, inbound tourists are looking for is our authentic self. Yeah. They're not coming to Nigeria to see the sophisticated, high-rising building. They want to see our heritage. Yeah. So while we're building infrastructure around all of these attractions, we need to be mindful of preserving those heritage that we have. I don't know if you've been to what's it called? La Campagne Tropicana or Ikogosi. that
When I was in
secondary school. So it covers
geography.
So I mean, when you visit, you can still feel the sense of, oh, I'm in Nigeria, Africa. Yeah. So we're not trying to compare with Dubai or all of those Western world. We want to stay authentic to ourselves, but at the same time, standardization is very important, because I don't want to go somewhere I can't have a good night rest there. No. So standardization is, and I don't want to be scared. I want to feel safe, protected and everything. Yeah. So I mean, that's very important.
So what would you say what role is the government playing in all of this? So are they supportive, or do they like hinder this type of things for people
right now, I would say Nigeria is just waking up to this. I think the president
waking up to the fact that we can make money from
tourism, and tourism is a thing that is valuable enough for them. Before now, all they focus on is the oil and gas industry, But right now, we have a minister for tourism, we have a minister for arts and culture, meaning that the government has seen the potential in this sector. And I think they're waking up to it, and they've been engaging. We've been having a private sector and private-public sector interactive session, to see all of the policies they need to put in place, because private sector can't do it alone. It is not enough for private individuals to want to set up real estate around tourism without the right support from government, from tax incentive to good road network to electricity and all of that. Recently, Kunle Afolayan just built a resort in Oyo State. It's called Cap Village, where he shot the Anikulapo movie thing. And he was sharing his challenges with the governor of Oyo State recently last month, talking about the bad road network, no electricity, and all of the challenges that's...
So he had to basically infrastructure.
Yeah, so government's role in tourism and real estate development is very, very important.
So you think so? From your answer, you believe they are supportive?
They're just waking up. They weren't so supportive before now, but right now we're putting it to their face that if you want to encourage domestic tourism, you need to support. We need this right support from government, from the policies to the basic infrastructure, to security issues, and all of the factors that needs to drive tourism in the country. Yeah.
Okay. So apart from the government, why do you think public and private sector need to collaborate to make this tourism
so I feel that for any business to thrive, collaboration is very key. So everybody has their role to play. Financial institution has a fund. Yeah, so it is our responsibility to look at where the problem is and come up with an appropriate offerings as products to push to the market. For governments, they need to come up with the right policies and do the right thing they need to do, from the security for challenges, and also from policies and every other thing they need to do as governments. And also, when it is attractive enough, we see private sector begin to invest their funds in this space. Yeah.
So that is a very crucial relationship that needs to be built.
Absolutely.
So let me put Sterling on the spot a bit. How is Sterling aiding that?
Okay, Sterling aiding what exactly?
So you guys are a private sector. So
yes.
Do you partner with like public sector?
Yeah, we recently just partnered with the Ministry of Tourism. We made the announcement last week where the minister visited the office, and we've lined up all of the ways we want to project Nigeria. So we've been doing that as a financial institution. We partner with private sector, the players, top company owners, people in the entertainment industry. I think we've been doing so well with collaboration.
One time I saw a movie on I don't know whether it's Prime, that you partnered with
this Joker Silva and
it was Bimbo.
Is it Akintola? We've partnered with we've partnered with a couple of entertainment space. Yeah, we do a lot of partnership
and that's also guys on them. That's lovely. That's lovely. So you know how like all these major cities have like their key entertainment spots in their countries. How London has the O2, LA has what they call that.
Paris has Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, LA has Super Bowl. All those like things that drive like major people. Like people want to go. People travel all over the world to come and visit, just to come to the Super Bowl or O2 and all of that. So, do you think Nigeria is something Nigeria should look into?
Yes, definitely. And that's
I don't think we have
we don't have one yet, but we are working actively with the government and even the private sector, because we've been having different engagements, summits, all sort of summits with government and the private stakeholders. And I believe that before the end of the year, we should come up with something.
But that would drive tourism.
Absolutely. So, although we've been doing that in a way, the Ojude Oba, people come from all over the world, but we can do better.
But it's not
as profound. Like, we have the Oshu Oshogbo group. Oshu Oshogbo group, you need to see how many Brazilians actually buy. When it's Oshogbo festival period, you hardly can see any hotel to go.
Oh, and just like the Calabar.
Yeah, exactly. So we're doing all of those things. I think branding and marketing is very key for us, which is lacking. We need to project what we have more. We don't project Nigeria in a positive limelight. We're getting better. We're not getting better. Before now, it's always the negative that we push out.
A lot of positive support
and everything. Yeah. So.
But just to further that question a bit, in terms of like getting something as big as the Super Bowl and O2, where do you think it would thrive more? Do you think it would thrive more in the entertainment sector?
Absolutely. We have an asset in our hands. I mean, I was in Texas last September and Burna Boy sold out in a white terrain. Not even African, not black, not Nigerian. Meaning that we have assets within there. So, I mean, music, in the entertainment industry, they've done so well for themselves, even without the support of governments before now. But now, believe that government is smart enough to now integrate and make sure that, okay, let's project these guys and make a fortune out of what we have as a nation. So I feel with our entertainment, with our cultural heritage and beliefs, because, there is religion tourism. So there's a lot of Ifa worshippers that actually visit where they worship their Ifas, and they travel from far. These white people, they can spend any amount, just to see and feel and there are some people that their ancestral lineage has been traced back to Nigeria. They want to visit Nigeria and
hear that saying I'm Nigerian. You are Nigerian. Yes,
exactly.
No, I have 58% Nigerian.
Yeah. So we're asking if you're supposed to go on a vacation, where will you rather go? Would rather go to any Ekiti, or you want to go to Dubai? Everybody, Nigerians will want to visit Dubai. It's still finished for us.
No, it's not. It's not.
I don't finish. I buy. They don't get value. They see that I don't get enough value for my cash.
But not necessarily say still finish. It's just the fact that them too, they want to be as exposed.
Where is that? Yeah. So that's why we need to position ourselves to be able to attract
those type of things.
Yeah. So exchange tourism, bring foreigners.
So partnership with all those foreigners, just bringing them. Like I went for an event where I had the opportunity of getting to listen to all these Lebanon people that leave their country and come to do business here in Nigeria, and I was very pleased at the fact that obviously it's tourism that brought them.
And they're all thriving.
Yeah,
they are all thriving. You see the Sari signature of this world. She is. I mean, we knew how it started the story, and we knew how big he is now. So all those Lebanese,
all of them, all
restaurants,
really thriving.
So
I feel like they're also aiding tourism for
absolutely.
One thing I know also, a sector that will be very good for tourists is the food aspect. I feel like we have very good.
We do have.
We do, right?
Yeah. Well, we've not done anything regarding food tourism, but I mean,
even the food at Lakwe is amazing.
I really want to. Well, we're bringing our retreat to Lakwe.
Yeah, we do also corporate events.
Yeah, I know.
We have some corporates that we don't need to ask them. Like it's like. They do yearly bookings. So when they are they tell us they're coming next year.
Yeah. Green tourism is what we are preaching to, and I know that Lakwe is a green space.
That's it. That's what we are.
Yeah.
That's what we tried for, or that's what we're striving for right now.
Yeah.
How green, how sustainable.
Yeah.
Because people that have gone there 2 years ago go and see it again, and they're like,
return tourists is very important, not just one off.
Yeah.
And that's the role of real estate.
I feel like they got it right with Lakweli.
Amazing. Can't wait to visit.
When you come back and tell us your experience.
Of course, I will.
Okay.
I will do my review.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
All right. Do you have like a concluding speech or something for our listeners?
Shout out to Onome Mukoro for insisting. You know, we've been on this thing for a while now. Like, okay, let's go. I'm always everywhere. I'm really proud of what Lakwe is doing in the real estate sector. I think I've been able to sell some of it because they always shared some of the properties and stuff. Mr. Pat, and I'm so proud of the grain. The resort itself, you know, and I'm saying that I'm looking forward to this partnership between Sterling Bank and Lakwe.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. This is like true
Yes.
But I love it. No, we can't wait to have it. We love it. We've been on Sterling for a while, I think.
I know. Yeah, I know. But now we're ready because we're just about to launch our digital platform, which we're partnering with the ministry. So it's going to be something massive and big. Yeah.
We can't wait.
Yeah.
We can't wait.
Yeah.
But we loved having you on the show. Thank you for giving us like an insight on, how tourism is going. It's not something that they usually talk about. They just feel like these things just come up by themselves. Meanwhile, there's like a lot of, back end to it. So to our listeners, we hope you gained a lot of insight on how tourism is going in Nigeria. And to our guest, we say thank you again.
Catch you next time. Catch you guys next time. Bye.